Hi everyone. So let's try to understand what is this course is for, what are the prerequisites. So very basic thing. I mean, everybody knows how to write a backend development, how to do a very basic APIs. If not, I will help you. But in most of the laptops who are writing JavaScript, they already have a Node.js installed. So what basic minimum thing you need to do is install Node.js. So what you can do is either you can install Node.js using just a simple command, or you install Node version manager. Node version manager actually helps you to switch to a different versions. I mean, you can see my current version is version 20. That is more than enough. But if you know how to install Node version manager, that is very well and good. It's just a one simple script. I will add that in the resources. Then looking at the NestJS, how we are going to get started, because NestJS is a backend framework which is TypeScript heavy, and it is inspired by the Angular design. If you have done the Angular development, then you might feel, okay, I already know that we need to write services, dependency injection concepts, modules, how to share one module into another module, and all those concepts. Apart from that, these are like a building blocks of NestJS. So I hope you have already worked on some framework in the backend development, either Express, Fastify, Goa, HappyJS. NestJS is one of the most popular backend framework for the API development in JavaScript world. I mean JavaScript TypeScript. So it is heavily inspired by TypeScript, and you will, if you are an Angular developer, you will find it is a easy peasy. Okay, but these are like a building blocks which we are going to work with. So the basic terminology we'll try to understand, like controller, provider, modules, exception filters, all those things. After the basic fundamentals, we can start talking about more advanced things. So till now, like let's say if you talk about Express, how we were actually injecting the service inside a controller. Express is also MVC framework, where we define model view controller. Controller, which defines the route, model defines the data entity, and service has a logic. So how that had changed in the NestJS with the dependency injection. Here also we are creating some kind of a controller which represents the API route. Then after that, we are creating services like different services using providers. Here we have different guards like auth guards. In Express, we were doing the same thing with the middleware. Okay, I don't want a API request to go into this route until unless there is a session, there is a role equal to this. So we have a auth guards, interceptors, pipes, and all. So they are nothing but they are like the building blocks of the NestJS, and they work on the request object. If you know Express TypeScript or Express framework, you find a lot of similarity because it is built on top of Express adapter only. NestJS is something which can use internally either a Fastify adapter or Express adapter. And the common APIs, like now the change name has changed. We are going to write a middleware class. But what is the middleware? Middleware is something when the request comes into NestJS or Express Node.js, it validates few things before taking that request to the controller or route. So the concepts are kind of similar. First prerequisite is simple. We need to install Node.js, keep Node.js version greater than 20. You can use NVM, Node version manager, because if you have a personal project on different version and you're this project on different version, you can manage all those things with the Node version manager. And this is how finally we will bootstrap our NestJS project using main.ts. So once we create a basic first hello world project, you will understand how these building blocks are splitted into the overall project. Okay, so let's get started.